Week one of my creatine test, it brought me two very different surprises, and I'm really not sure what to make of it. One made me feel sharper than I have felt in a long time. The other made me stop and think. Where did that come from? Stick around. We're going to unpack both. Hi, my name's Andy. I'm creator of the 5BX60 program here on Aging Strong. And this channel is all about living with more strength, energy, and confidence after 60. I teach and do the 5BX60 every single day, and now I'm adding a personal creatine test to see how it affects my daily life, my workouts, and my recovery. This is my journey, not a recommendation, so you can follow along and decide if it's right to explore for yourself. Let's start with the good surprise, okay? Midweek, I noticed something during that workout, especially when I did my balance and movement drills, my spatial awareness. It felt sharper. That's your brain's ability to sense where your body is in space, and it's a huge way to prevent falls, staying coordinated, and movement with confidence. It's the kind of things you notice when you can step backwards without wobbling or twisting or reach without second-guessing yourself. It felt good, really good. And just when I thought the week was all good news, it shifted. Out of nowhere, I started feeling a joint and muscle achiness I'm not used to. Not the usual post-workout soreness. More like an all-over stiffness and a few sharp twinges that normally don't complain to me. Now, I have since learned that some people can feel muscle or joint discomfort when they just start creatine, possibly from cramping, tightness, or even water retention. Definitely something that I'm watching. Now, a quick reality check. I'm not telling you to take creatine. I'm just sharing my own experiences, and I talked to my doctor about starting. My doctor's advice was simple. Creatine can support muscle and energy, but stay hydrated. Keep an eye on blood pressure and cholesterol and digestion and kidney function. That's why you should always talk to your doctor first, especially if you have any health concerns. My goal is to be strong and safe, and I want the same for you. A simple chart with days of the week in a row and a colored sticky note on each day. Green, it's a good day. Yellow, flat. Red, it's a little off. This week was my first full round of creatine updates. And here's how it went. Monday, it was a yellow sticky note. Flexible, but only got 6 hours of sleep. Energy was low, but diet, it was on point. But Tuesday, that's the sticky note. It shows that I slept well, I jump roped, I nailed the 5BX60 workout, I felt strong all day. Now Wednesday, that's a yellow sticky note. Another solid night's sleep, but stress was high. Got on a walk with Charlie and some playtime exercises at the schoolyard. And Thursday, that's the split sticky note, half green, half red. The big split day, my spatial awareness during training was excellent. Precise, but that's also when I noticed the achiness and joints and muscles. And Friday, yellow sticky note, still too early to tell. I'm watching closely. When I step back and look at the week, it's a reminder that progress is not always a straight line. Sometimes you feel in step, other times something unexpected comes along and makes you pay attention. That's why I'm tracking everything, so I can see the patterns, make any adjustments, and move forward with clear eyes. Let's start in a sturdy chair. We're going to do a couple of strength moves that support everyday life, the kind of things that creatine might help with over time. First, we're going to do a sitting dumbbell arm curl. Sit tall in a sturdy chair like this. Dumbbell in each hand, palms facing upward, curl slowly toward your shoulders, and then lower under control. It's great for building strength for carrying groceries, lifting grandkids, or just keeping your arms strong and toned. Next, we're going to do the overhead two-handed dumbbell press. Still seated, Hold one dumbbell with both hands, chest level, press it straight overhead, and then lower the back to start. This move builds shoulder strength for reaching high shelves, putting away dishes, or loading luggage into an overhead bin. Finally, shoulder press. One dumbbell in each hand at shoulder height, palms facing upward. Press both upward until your arms are straight, and then lower under control. Now, strong shoulders aren't just for lifting. They improve posture and stability and everything you do. It's been an interesting day today and a milestone. We're calling this the end of week 1. It's been my first full week on creatine, and I've been paying really close attention about how I feel. So today started with a brisk 30-minute walk with Charlie. He loved it as usual. He tried to chase some squirrels and rabbits, but the leash kept him honest. After that, he waited in the car while I went inside the gym for a workout. And I'll tell you, today felt easier, nothing flashy, nothing that stood out, but just more effortless. That's exactly the kind of subtle change I'm looking for with creatine. I even squeezed in a little pickleball practice playing inside at one of the racquetball courts at the gym to practice a little against the wall. I had extra time for the weight room. One of the reasons I love gyms is the variety. Every machine, every free weight, it's all right there. Strength work is also a great reality check. I hadn't lifted for a week, and yet I could feel it. My strength was down. That's my cue to get back into the groove. So that's the wrap for today. Friday means updating my weekly board and tracking results, and we'll roll into next week ready to go. If you're finding this journey interesting and you want to see where it goes, hit subscribe and turn on the notifications. That way you'll know exactly what happens in week 2 and beyond. Plus you'll get more 5BX60 workouts you can do at home in under 11 minutes. 1 week in, and I've learned this. Every new chapter in your fitness journey is a mix of curiosity, patience, and paying attention. I built my life around aging strong because I believe no matter where you start, you can improve how you move, feel, and live. The 5BX60 program is my daily foundation, and at 77, it's proved that age isn't a stop sign. It's a reason to keep going, to keep moving, keep testing, and keep building a life that you love. So I want to introduce you to Charlie if you haven't met him already. As you probably know, he's a part of the team, and he sometimes gets in the way, but that's okay.